Wow, the Colts actually did it. They got rid of Nyheim Hines and sent him to Buffalo. Buffalo Bills got them another running back who happens to be very good at what he does. He's super talented. I feel like his talents was wasted in Indianapolis. I mentioned this already. They happened to send him over there for Zach Moss, who happens to be another running back, a sixth-round pick and a fifth-round pick, all going into Indianapolis. I feel like it was a highway robbery. I definitely feel like the Bills won this trade also because, Nyheim Hines is so dynamic and he was used poorly in Indianapolis, in my opinion, personally. I feel like he was used poorly. He could have been used better. He's not just a natural running back. He's the receiving back. He can catch it out the backfield. You can line him up anywhere. He can just go out there and get it. Happens to be one of the fastest running backs in his draft class, still one of the fastest in the league. And, like I said, I just think he was misused in Indiana, and it was his time to go. Like I mentioned before, his production decreased from year to year. I feel like that year with Philip Rivers as quarterback for the Indianapolis Colts was probably his year he really flourished. It happened to arise on the scene because Philip knew what to get out of him. And, with the new quarterback carousel that Indianapolis Colts was going with, we already knew that his time was probably going to be up because he wasn't really seeing the production like he used to see. And now that he's in Buffalo with Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs, and all those guys, it's going to be a scary sight for Buffalo. I said this might be the year Hines actually win a ring. And we all, as Colts fans, want to see what's best for Hines because, the situation that Indianapolis Colts is going through right now is just something you don't want to see talent wasted at all. So I definitely am cheering for Nyheim Hines in Buffalo. Kind of got a crush on the Bills as well because they've just been a good team year in and year out. For 4 years straight, they have really solid off seasons. They just picked up Von Miller last year, and now they're getting Hines in the trade before the trade deadline at the buzzer. And just with the way that their season is going, adding another threat on that offense is just a plus for them. And like I said, he's going to be a security blanket for when they send the heat and he's out there on those sidelines and those wheel routes. He's definitely going to be a dynamic threat. I'm looking forward and interested to seeing how he's going to play moving forward. Still rooting for the Colts, but I know their expectations is pretty much shot for the end of the season. So I'm going to be looking at Nyheim Hines and cheering him on for the rest of the year. Hopefully he can get it done with the Bills because this is their best shot to win it all. Honestly, man. Like I said, they got a couple of teams to go up against on the NFC side. I don't really see a threat posed in the AFC. I mean, unless it's like a sleeper team, but I definitely have them going to the Super Bowl. But man, it's going to be tough. I'm definitely happy for Hines. For the Colts' sake, I don't know what they're doing personally. They're not in all seal mode after all. They still have everybody on the roster. I don't know what they're going to do moving forward. We know they're going to try to get a quarterback in the draft. Sam Ehlinger is doing what he has to do for the end of the year, but this team in general is just a roller coaster. They don't know if they want to win or compete or just flat out just wait until the draft. Like I said, it's just been a huge question mark personally. Like I said, they did lose this trade as well, a fifth and sixth round pick, and another running back for the Colts that we barely use because we have Deion Jackson as running back two anyway behind Jonathan Taylor. It's just a big question mark for the Colts personally, and I'm kind of over it. But like I said, we got a season to go. Anything is possible at this point. The Jaguars are still stacking. They had a good offseason. They went out and got freaking Calvin Ridley as a wide receiver. The Titans are still winning games, and the Colts are just in the dead middle of the AFC South, and the Texans are the Texans. So I don't know what the Colts have planned moving forward. But hey, it's going to be a roller coaster. So go ahead and strap up, put on your seatbelts, and just continue to watch this mockery of what mediocrity I should say because I really don't know about this team, man. I really don't. I don't have the answers. Nobody does. We just have to sit and wait because they say one thing and then next week is something else. And that's been going on for about 4 years. And now Hines is on the move in a better place. Rocky Sin's in a better place. Freaking George Odom's in a better place. And it's just, I can go on and on about the players they got rid of that's in a better situation. Zach Pascal, like you can just, the list goes on and on about all the players they got rid of. The Nico Autry that they didn't want to pay or didn't actually use to their full potential. And they just wind up shipping them off, and now they're in a better spot and having a better chance to actually contending than what they could have did on the Colts. But, I mean, like I said, the Colts, they're still in the same regime, still same coaching staff. They fired Marcus Brady, and now Frank Wright is the offensive coordinator and head coach. I'm just speechless with this team at the end of the day. But like I said, we'll see what happens in the long run. Shout out to Nyheim Hines. Hopefully, wish him the best in Buffalo. I'll be watching from the sidelines as a Colts fan. But you guys let me know your thoughts in the comment section. This is Marcus, and until next time, you've been Culture Shock.